KCAL News on CBS 2 Los Angeles. Coverage of the Dodgers World Series Championship Parade. We are celebrating the Los Angeles Dodgers, your World Series champions. And over the next few hours, we'll have live team coverage of all the excitement. We have reporters fanned out across the parade route, and it will all end here at Dodger Stadium, where we'll hear from your world champion Dodgers. Hello, everybody, and yes, we do love LA.
Start the party, Los Angeles! Your Dodgers have won the World Series!
Yeah! Who wants a parade?
Organization been a Dodger since June of 1979 when I was drafted.
And yes, we do love LA. Hello, everyone. I'm Pat Harvey along with Jim Hill and Dodgers great Steve Sachs. We are coming to you live from Dodger Stadium. This is where the second part of today's celebration will be, following that fabulous parade that everybody's been waiting for. We do have our team of reporters lined up along the parade route. But first, we'll have a little chat with Jim and Steve here. Jim, you are fresh back from New York. We saw you in the locker room after they won. Are you dry now?
I'm dry now, yes.
That was quite the experience. What were you thinking, Jim?
Let's hurry up and get on out of here and get back and have our party and have the celebration and parade. It was a wonderful experience. This is why I say Los Angeles is indeed the sports capital of the world.
Yeah, you say that all the time.
Yes.
And we could really feel your energy through the television when you were in the locker room with all the guys. It was just amazing. And Steve, you know, guys, we haven't had a parade in 36 years. We won in 2020, but because, of course, of the pandemic,
right,
couldn't have a parade. You participated in '88, so this is 36 years later. You're back here in Dodger Stadium, and now you're going to talk about the parade. Tell me what you're thinking right now.
I can't believe Jim Hill still looks exactly the same. That's what I back then. It was such a great time, Jim and Pat. It was a wonderful time, and you know, the parade really started, I think, for these guys on the flight home. That was when the parade started for them. You know, they could let down their baseball skills and just kind of think about what it's going to be like to have a little bit of rest and relaxation with the family, and it's all about having a great time now, and that's what they're going to be doing at least for the next several weeks before they start picking up the ball again.
Well, what kind of memories do you have from '88? You were on floats then. They didn't have buses then.
Right. No buses, but open air floats, and everybody on the team was so excited. However, when you do let your defenses down after all the intensity that's going on throughout the course of the season, a bunch of the guys on our team got sick, and we had to go to the parade not feeling too well, but that was certainly wiped out in a heartbeat when you get all the love and excitement from the fans. It was just a wonderful time.
Just imagine.
I know why some of them were sick. They were under the grip of the grape. And we all know what that means.
You had to be drinking. That's the grip of the grape.
Part of that's true, I would say, Jim.
Well, Jim, you have covered so many of these. I mean, even different kinds of parades. Of course, the Lakers, but for 36 years to be here for this, and I know how close you've been with the members over all the years. You have known the players for the Dodgers. So now they've won. I mean, and now they have a parade. So what are you thinking?
I'm thinking how lucky I am, how lucky we all are to be able to be here today to witness really what is history. Many people have heard me say over and over again that Los Angeles is indeed the sports capital of the world. Well, here is another example of why I say that. The Dodgers went to New York. They beat the Yankees in Yankee Stadium.
Yeah.
It doesn't get any better than that. And now they can come back and stick their chest out and laugh and joke and have a good time, and some of them under the grip of the grape for a while.
Well, you know, another factoid here, if you will. When you talk about Dodgers fans and the team, they have the largest attendance, from what I understand, in all of baseball. That's a big deal. Like, what, over 3.8 million fans?
They lead the league. Yes.
Yeah.
They always have been, and they always will be, because of things like this and the players that they have and the managers that they have, which James Robertson deserves a lot of credit.
Yes,
and just
does.
the Dodgers Dodger organization. The name Dodger, that's magical in all of sports.
Absolutely right. And another reason why is because the Dodgers really were set forward as far as their attendance goes, in my estimation, with what Fernando Valenzuela did to galvanize the Mexican-American community here at Chavez Ravine, really shot this thing forward. And we're so fortunate today to be in the booth that Fernando once spoke in, his chair right next to us. And how fate would turn. Today is Fernando's birthday, too.
Right.
What a great day to celebrate the Dodgers, the victory, and also just a great warrior like Fernando Valenzuela.
Did so much for the team.
Yeah.
So much even for just baseball, period. I was telling Jim earlier, I remember being not in Los Angeles at the time, but we all knew about Fernando because of Fernando Mania.
Yes.
So this team, though, the Dodgers themselves, have just been America's team for so many, many years.
Can I mention one thing, one of my favorite things about Fernando?
Sure.
He's on the mound pitching, and remember when a lady runs out of the stands and hugs him?
yes.
Yes, remember that?
Morgana.
Yeah, remember that?
Yes, I
we all
absolutely
said, we all looked at Fernando and said, "You're lucky." And he kind
That's
of
what
winked,
I said.
and he winked at us. He knew what was going on.
I was playing second base when she came out.
There you go.
And gave Fernando a kiss. I said, man, that dude's lucky. Look at this. Gets a kiss during the game.
Well, that's a great memory that you still have, Steve.
Yeah, of course.
You know, I was wondering, in '88, do you still keep in touch with the guys, or do you happen to see them occasionally from time to time? Because we're going to look and see how these guys are really compadres right now.
Yes,
right?
Pat, always. I mean, that's something that's really galvanized you throughout the course of your life. Being a world champion, it never changes. And Jim, you know, as a football player, once you're in that locker room and you have been teammates with these guys, they're always going to be your brothers forever, for the rest of your life. And to really make and put a cherry on the top is to win a world championship. And I was fortunate to be on two teams like that. Never forget it, of course.
Oh, that's fabulous, Steve. Well, this parade is going to get started in just a minute, and we're going to go to our KCAL morning anchors, Jamie Yukas and Rudabeh Shabazzi, who have been at the start of the parade route all morning long, joining in the excitement. How does it feel like now, guys?
Oh my gosh, the anticipation is building, Pat. It has been such a party out here all day, and like more people by the minute. Music, dancing, families out here, and you can see security getting ready all along the parade route right here where it's going to come by. Karen Bass, the mayor, expected to speak any moment now.
Yeah, we're waiting for that. When that happens, we'll bring it to you as soon as she gets up, because that's going to really kick things off. I feel like doing one of these. Like, I'm so excited this morning.
Doing it all morning.
I've been doing it all morning off camera, but it's such an experience. I've never seen this many people come together, all in their Dodger blue, just a sea of blue in front of us. And I kept thinking that if you didn't get down here early, you were going to have such a problem. I just talked to my husband, who somehow made it to the Metro and got down here and is somewhere in the crowd now. And I think that's kind of what happened, is people saw that it was building and the momentum was there. And we didn't get to have a parade in 2020. And so everyone, it's a Friday, they've taken the day off, maybe they've taken the kids out of school. We've seen so many of our reporters saying, talking to parents who said, well, yeah, it's history. You know, we haven't had a parade since 1988, 36 years ago. So it's been fun. You see beach balls flying around. You got a DJ playing, and we do now see helicopters in the air. So I'm thinking that might be something as they're starting to group to kick this off.
Yeah, we are right in front of City Hall, and I don't know if you can see up there. I don't think you can, but all of City Hall is lined up on the balconies there with, I guess, employees, because they're probably the only ones who are allowed up there. They're all in their Dodgers gear as well. Downtown basically shut down at this hour. I'm pretty sure no one's really doing any work.
Well, we know the courthouses are closed. We know that there were businesses asked to have people work remotely from home. And really, truly, Rudabeh, this is a test for the city itself, because we're going to have the World Cup here in just a couple of years. Then you're going to have the Olympic Games. And, you know, I spoke with Mayor Karen Bass when she was in Paris at the Olympics. It is her biggest concern, is the transportation, making sure people are safe and doing the right thing. I don't think she thought she was going to get this early of a test with the World World Series champions, but I'm sure she's glad this is the first test, and we can work through maybe some of the kinks that end up happening.
And I think there was a lot of skepticism about public transportation working in Los Angeles.
Well, I can tell, Doug says it worked great.
Yeah, it is a mess down here in terms of road closures and gridlock and people everywhere, and the public transportation seems to have worked. The Metro, people coming in on the Metro. You even talked to some people who were here last night at like 11 p.m.
Yeah, they ended up, they took the Metro down here. Well, and it's one of those things you hear, you know, Pat, Jim, and Steve out at Dodger Stadium. They're the lucky ones who were able to get secured in there, right? Those people with tickets, because you did have to get a ticket for that particular event. People said that they were refreshing. When they finally realized it was not going to happen, they hopped on the Metro, ended up coming down here and camped out all night.
And this is not a bad place to be, I have to say. We mentioned the parade route is right here, so I think we have cameras all over too. We have a Gloria Molina Park in front of us, which the camera can't see. Then we have City Hall behind us. We have crowds basically surrounding us on all sides, a sea of blue in their Dodgers gear. We have bobbleheads. Earlier this morning, there was an occasional Halloween costume left over, I guess, from last night.
I've seen a dinosaur and a dog, I think.
There's a DJ here, people dancing. It is such great energy out here, and people are behaving pretty well. That was another thing that the mayor said, you know, that she's not going to tolerate any kind of violence. There was some destruction to property. A bus was set on fire. There were about a dozen arrests the night they won. So far, though, the crowd very respectful and happy, well behaved, and just happy.
It seems joyful, optimistic. You know, it's one of those things. I think sports is such a unifier that where we've talked about this morning. We have so many amazing neighborhoods in Los Angeles that are all so very different and so diverse. To look out in this crowd of people and see everybody coming in together to be a part of this celebration for the Dodgers, I think that just speaks to what this team has been able to do this season. You know, they had a wonderful season. People you know, it was like, how are they going to do in the postseason? You know, we've had some struggles since 2020, and now it's been just really amazing to watch this season come together, the postseason, now World Series champions.
And you know, it is Fernando Valenzuela's
Yes, it is. Happy
today.
birthday.
So a lot of people saying they're angels looking down on us, including him. What a great day for Los Angeles, and to fall on his birthday like that is pretty special.
I feel like it was meant to be.
Yeah.
Back to you guys.
All the bodies. And I said it on Twitter, I'm going to say it right now, I don't want to hear anything.
Okay, I think Jamie said back to you guys, so I'm going to take it from there. Thank you very much, ladies. You know, they were talking about the fans being very respectful and very happy. You know, Los Angeles, we deserve this, and I say that because it's been a long time coming. Again, 2020 not being able to have a parade, but at the same time, even with over Mayor Karen Bass, and she's been running the city, we've been talking about a lot of things that don't necessarily bring a lot of happiness to the city. But the Dodgers, and as you always like to say, Jim, our sports teams brings everybody together. It's a time where we can all come together and celebrate, no matter where you're from, no matter where you live. And when you're talking about diversity in the city, how about diversity of this team? I believe the Dodgers were the first in terms of having a camp in Mexico, in Japan, South Korea. That's a big deal.
Well, the Dodgers have always been more than just a local team. They are not a national team. They're an international team. They are a world team. Everybody knows the Dodgers. Everybody knows who the Dodgers are, what they do, where they came from. They came from Brooklyn. They know about Jackie Robinson. The history of sports is absolutely incredible, and we're having a lot of fun here today enjoying this parade, too.
We are, but I can imagine that Darren Haynes is also having fun. He is back from New York, and he happens to be with some of the fans here at Dodger Stadium. So, Darren, what are you hearing? Who are you meeting today?
Pat, I'm meeting everybody, but you know what? Let's go to the bobblehead, because I found some fans right here. We're going nuts. Yeah! Let's go! Listen, the fans are going inside Dodger Stadium. They're having tons of fun. I know you guys are excited. Who are you guys looking forward to seeing?
Freddie Freeman!
Now, everybody's coming from all over the place, but one common thing, because these tickets were sold out in minutes. Who got the tickets for you guys? Raise your hand.
My son.
of your son? There's the MVP. 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 How did you do it? I mean, you went in there, you faced adversity going against the Yankees, and you found a way to be the MVP of your family to get those tickets.
You got to close it out every time. That's what we do, Dodgers.
How excited are you guys? Because we didn't get to celebrate in 2020. Now we get to party.
Hey, we're ready to party today.
Are you ready to go?
Yeah.
Can I get another yeah?
Say yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Is this bobblehead okay?
Yeah.
All right, let's celebrate it with again. Hey, 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 hey.
Everything to say. Run it back. 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 Run it back.
Hey, they want to run it back. We're gonna do. I guess we're gonna do this again next year. We're gonna do it again next year.
We're gonna be in the same spot.
Hey, that's just a taste of how exciting things are gonna be out here. When the parade is over, oh, the let-out's gonna be insane. So make sure you tune in for that after the parade and the celebration is over. Back to you guys.
To see and refreshing. We have a variety.
All right, thanks so much, Darren. We can certainly feel the excitement in here as well. And yeah, let's run it back. We're going to talk about that, in fact, when we come back, but we're going to take a quick break and come back and have more of our coverage. Okay, we're back here at Dodger Stadium where we're waiting for the Dodgers to make their way here for the big celebration that's going to take place on the stage or on the field behind us. But you know what's driving all of this, obviously, besides the win? It's the players. It's the players and it's the fans and how much they really, really love this team. And I know you felt some of that adulation, too, when you were on your float.
Nothing like it. I mean, this is something you always dream about. Two things are going to change with these guys. Number one, they're always going to be a world champion, and along with that comes the element of raising the bar of expectancy, like Jim and I talked about. I mean, are they always going to ask about Dave Roberts and can you do it again? And same thing with the players. So it's a burden they're going to carry, but one they welcome.
And Dave Roberts is up to the challenge. He has been ever since he's been manager here, and he's already thinking about what they can do next year to win it again.
Run it back. Okay, but before we do that, we're going to go down to our super fan, Amber Lee. She has been out at Grant Park all morning long talking to fans there and their love for the Dodgers and what they're witnessing today. Hi, Amber.
Oh, Pat, you don't even know, you do know how big of a fan I am and how much I love this city, born and raised, and I am hanging out with thousands of my favorite people, Dodger fans. We are here at the corner of First and Hill. Just take a look at all the fans of all ages. They're sitting on stairs. They're here to celebrate. We are waiting to see those Dodger players. All right, I am with Gus, and Gus, hopefully you keep your job, but why are you out here today?
I'm here to celebrate the Dodgers championship. We got robbed from a championship from 2020. I'm here to see Ohtani. Boss, I'm sorry, I still feel sick. I'll be there Monday morning.
Gus called out sick, but please keep his job because he's a super fan. Okay, look at these guys. They pop champagne. They are ready to party. Who are you here? Let's keep it family friendly. Who are you here to see?
Definitely MVP, Freddie Freeman. That's what we want to see. Freddie, 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 Freddie.
Hi. Who do you want to see? What? The players. Probably Freddie, maybe. Okay. Freddie. Oh my gosh, we got the huge. Who do you want to see?
Freddie Freeman.
All right, so we're still waiting for the parade to start, but I'm going to send it back to you, Pat, because you can just feel the vibe, the atmosphere.
A championship role that is really incredible. And it's incredible, and that's the difference, too. Listen, every
Okay, well, I think the moment that most of those excited fans have been waiting for has arrived. We're going to go back to Jamie Yuccas and Rudabeh Shabazzi. Guys, we understand that they are there. They have arrived where you are at the start of the parade.
We have friends and family who are on the buses. They just pulled up, and you should have heard this crowd went absolutely crazy. We also saw the World Series trophy on the bus as people were driving in. Have you experienced anything like this?
No,
before?
and you can hear it. Like the crowd is erupting. They're going crazy. Each bus, I think we've seen about 3 buses so far.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, 5, 6.
There's 6.
It's mostly friends and family, it looks like, but we did see the trophy on that first bus. And the security is lined up. At first we thought maybe the mayor was coming out to speak because she was supposed to speak at 11, but the crowd is going nuts, and it kind of sends a wave all the way from City Hall behind us, all the way through Gloria Molina Park and all the surrounding areas that we can't even see from here because there are fans celebrating as far as the eye can see. You can see the people up there taking it all in on the top of the bus, taking in this massive crowd from above. It's just really something to behold.
It's really fun to watch too. You've got the friends and family up here. They're taking videos of the crowd.
Right.
I mean, because it's nothing they've probably ever experienced before either. I think what's interesting is yesterday we saw those buses come up to LAX, right? And we got all excited that the plane had landed, and then it was the friends and family, which is awesome because really these moments can't be possible without the support of the friends and family of these players and coaches and staff. So this is their moment to shine right now as we wait for Mayor Karen Bass. But I can't even hear myself.
No, and they are taking it all in as the sound just ripples through. You can hear it.
It sounds like Mayor Karen Bass. Did you say she's about to speak? Are we going to the mayor? Okay, so she's not quite ready yet.
She's ready to speak shortly. She's on the bus. She hasn't started speaking yet, but she is going to speak at any time right now. But right now, the crowd's not going to even just quiet down.
No, I think it's fun. They're chanting things like Freddie, of course, Freddie Freeman, the MVP of this series. We've heard "Go Dodgers, Go." You keep hearing, like you said, it's this wave where it starts one place and then it just continues.
It just got a little more quiet.
I know.
I
wonder,
happening?
Is there some movement happening?
You can kind of tell by the crowd. We had a couple false starts too, where the crowd went crazy and then it turned out to be nothing. But the excitement is so contagious that when some people get excited, it just ripples through the entire
Mayor
crowd.
Karen Bass is right behind us. It looks like she is speaking to the crowd right now. I don't know. Are we ready to toss to her? Because she is making comments to the crowd below.
She's just welcoming her Angelinos here. I think she's got her jersey on. She's excited. We're excited. The crowd is excited. Even security and police and the media, they're all kind of like taking it in too because it is such an historic moment for Los Angeles.
And I think that's what's been fun is that, sometimes you go to these things and security's a little grumpy or, like people are a little on edge because there's so many. And it's just optimism, joy, hopefulness, a coming together of community, and that's what sports does. That's why those of us who love sports watch it, we root for our favorite teams, and then when something like this happens, it's incredible. I now see the beach balls that we've seen him play have now made their way to the buses, to the friends and family. So,
and you talk about sports bringing the community together. It's also about witnessing individual members on the team, their struggles, and how they've overcome it, and their grit, and their determination, and the support from all of Southern California and all Dodgers fans, including overseas from Japan, a lot of them, a huge contingent. We had the Shohei Ohtani scandal with his interpreter. He had to kind of get past that. We have injuries
that was
on the
hurtful
team.
to him personally. I mean, mentally he said that was so taxing. So it's something that they might not have wanted to focus on, but like for him to get over that mental hurdle of having someone so close to him do that.
Yeah, and then we have the injuries. We have the personal trauma of Freddie Freeman's son. And I think the focus is on the recovery and on the team coming together and on them building their way back because we all knew they were a very talented team, but to have them be able to overcome the obstacles that we all followed along with and supported them on an individual and team level and as a community here in Los Angeles has been really special.
Well, and I went to 3 Dodger games this season, in the regular season, then had a chance to go to a postseason game against the Padres. And I have to tell you, there is nothing like going to those games. You talk about a team effort. It's, when Mookie was out at one point this season, you rooted for, the other members of the team and everybody just coming together at Dodger Stadium, best attendance in the league for Dodger dogs and just having fun and the diversity of the crowd always there. In the postseason, they'd hand out those towels and everybody's, whipping it around and they're playing music and it's just so much fun.
And I think the fact that it's the Yankees also, it's LA versus New York.
I I like it.
It's the
twist the needle.
You used to be a New Yorker, but now you've joined the team.
I only lived there a couple years, and like, let me put it this way: I grew up in Minnesota. As a Minnesota fan, I hate the Yankees. I'm sorry. I got some crew members that a little disappointed today over that, but we're
it's
Dodgers.
hard not to be. How could you not be a Dodgers fan now with all of this excitement? Even if you're not a baseball fan, even if you're not a sports enthusiast, it's really hard to not be excited and not feel like a community and not feel the bond because of the Dodgers.
Well, and that's, I was talking to some of my neighbors, and the thing about Los Angeles is it is sometimes a city of transplants, right? And so I was talking to my neighbors who are from out east, and they're like, they're from other states, Boston, that kind of thing. They're like, we hate the Yankees. So you can come around your hatred, and you can come around then the joy of the fact that the Dodgers, won. And that's the fun competitiveness of sports, too.
But today it's all about...
I think we're getting things started.
About love today.
It is time to party. I noticed Mayor Karen Bass has stepped off the bus now. I can't make out where exactly she is. I see our Jamie Maggio, who has a first, real great seat, is giving a thumbs up. So I think the buses are about to start getting moving too.
There's confetti all over, as far as I can see, blue and white confetti on the other side of the camera. There's streamers everywhere, all over the crowd, confetti flying, Dodgers flags, American flags. The music is playing. I mean, I gotta be honest.
I've been in Times Square for New Year's Eve. This is so much better. So much better. The sun's shining. There we go. The parade is kicked off.
I mean, Los Angeles was praying for this, right?
Yeah.
And now they were expecting it. All these Angelinos hoping for a moment like this, and I think this is delivering. This is delivering.
They're making up for the last World Series win, right? This is a double parade today, as everybody's been telling us, because we couldn't celebrate in 2020. The DJ has now kicked off.
No more cardboard cutouts. That's not what's happening now.
Real people.
Yeah,
Real
this
people.
is so exciting.
All right, we're going to send it over to Pat. This is the first wave of buses. I'm assuming when we start seeing the players, you guys are going to come back to us, but we're going to give it to you so we can party a little bit, Pat.
Oh, wow. Well, we can feel the excitement coming from you guys, that is for sure. And you know what? When you talk about the Dodgers fans, the games, 35 years here for me. You longer, and you definitely longer too. And the Dodgers have always represented the best in baseball, the best in fans. I'm going to say the best in food. They just, remember when they did a reorganization of the stadium?
Sure, absolutely. Food was at the top of the list. My list.
That makes a lot of people stick around, you know what I mean?
Besides the Dodger dogs, but they also brought in more food from all over the country, different little restaurants inside the stadium. That have meant so much. And I think somebody used to sing an anthem here. Is that you?
Yes, that's very true.
Okay, well, we'll talk more about that a little later. But Jamie Maggio is also down with the fans. And Jamie, if you can hear us, there's so much excitement at the stadium, but where you are, we can only imagine from what we're hearing. So take it, Jamie.
Well, I'll tell you, Pat, the excitement is headed your way. So much build-up for all these hours this morning. The fans waiting patiently to see their heroes come down the way, and they were just here. The buses stopped, the trucks stopped for quite a while. We got to see them. We got to see the World Series trophy. It was wonderful to see the players and their families and the coaches and their families, the support staff. Mayor Karen Bass was here as well. I think she was having some audio issues, so that goes across the board. A lot of excitement. I hope you caught the confetti cannons. It's still raining down. That's one thing I was looking forward to. Streamers and confetti, celebratory moods all around here, and just miles and miles of Dodger blue everywhere you look. A sea of fans out here to celebrate the Los Angeles Dodgers, the World Series champions. What a victory for the city of Los Angeles. Back to you guys.
You know, maybe some kids will get named Bueller.
And you know what, Jamie? This is spectacular. And I think I could say that with some certainty, and so can you, Jim. The last parade we had was at 2022 with the Rams.
Yes.
This is something very, very special, however. Look at how many people are out there.
Well, it's all because of how popular baseball is, how popular the Dodgers are. And, you know, in the city and looking and see, I'm just wondering, as you get this close to the stadium, what were your thoughts as you were riding to the ballpark knowing you had all these people waiting for you?
Well, we get a bit spoiled as a player for the Dodgers because it's always sold out and Dodger Stadium is always packed. But what was really surprising to me, what I can remember, what I'm seeing on the monitors now, is the tens and tens of thousands of people, the throngs of people that are on the side of the streets that you don't even see here. But we're going to see a full Dodger Stadium, but you're going to see probably hundreds of thousands of people on the sides of the street. I mean, to celebrate this team, and it just keeps getting better all the time. I remember in '88, it was amazing. It was like out of this world, but this is incredible today. The people just never seem to stop.
And again, I'm going to bring up the Lakers.
Yes.
We've had some parades with the Los Angeles Lakers that were spectacular. And I just think, you know, right now that people really appreciate a celebration. They love their sports teams, and it gives them something to come together for.
Yes.
And to cheer for the same thing. So we're cheering for the Los Angeles Dodgers because they won the World Series.
Yeah, because we've gone through a lot.
Yes,
we've gone through a lot personally with all the things that have happened to us, and now this gives everybody a chance to just kind of oh yeah, really just a little bit.
A huge sigh, but also
yes,
with some huge smiles.
Yes,
okay,
absolutely.
and we're going to have more of all of that happiness and laughter when we take a quick break. So keep it right here. We'll be back with more of your Los Angeles Dodgers World Series Championship celebration. It's on. Boy, can you hear that? All those cheers and the fans' love for the Dodgers. You know, we're here to celebrate today, but you guys know, along with a win like this, something this spectacular, comes pressure to do it again, to look for next year. Am I right?
Yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right. And you know, along with winning a world championship like this comes the amount of raising the bar of expectancy for next year, starting with Dave Roberts, the manager, and certainly the players. And their natural instinct is to go out and try to get better all the time. So for the fans watching, they think, well, this is a great thing and it's over now. No, it's for many people just starting, Jim.
Now, here's the other part of it. There's the opposition. They're the teams that the Dodgers are going to play. They don't want to see the Dodgers back and having a parade next year. They'll be working out even extra hard, saying, oh, no. They've had enough of it. It's our time now. That's what makes sports so great. Competition. There's some more competition out there coming up for next year to try and get this trophy in their city.
Well, you know what? When you talk about competition, let's be honest. I thought they had more competition before they even played the Yankees.
Yes. I agree with that. I said that at the onset. No disrespect, certainly, to the New York Yankees. What an iconic organization this is. But I think the Dodgers out of the gate with the Padres may have played the most talented team.
And let me say this. Steve knows this as well as anyone. Once you get on a roll, you have confidence in yourself, and you can look at your opponent, and you can see the doubt in their eyes.
Yes.
And I'm told the Dodgers looked across, and a lot of their opponents, they saw a lot of doubt.
Yeah, and that brings a lot to the table when you talk about looking in somebody's eyes.
Yes.
Dave Roberts did exactly that when he went out and was questioning Blake Trinan down there down the stretch. Should I keep him in or should I pull him? He said, I looked in his eyes and I got his confidence.
Yes.
I hit him on the chest and I said, let's roll. And that made the difference in that game.
And that is exactly what he said. Okay, when we're talking about Dave Roberts, I believe he has an extension until 2025.
He has done a magnificent job. The one thing that I think Dave Roberts has from his team is that they trust him. Absolutely. They trust everything he says to them in that locker room, because at the end of the day, whatever he says has come to pass. And when you have a manager that's like that, or a head coach that's like that, that does wonders for you and your confidence.
So just going to say it then, I think we're going to see beyond the 2025 for Dave Roberts, don't you think?
Yeah.
And
you know the front office people are thinking that right now.
Okay, let's tie him up.
Yes,
and
I
so
agree.
deserving of that. But as you said, too, the pressure is also going to be on him, because we're going to have criticism, of course, because we're winners right now.
And we want more. We want better. We want perfection. There's nothing in sports that can be perfected, but we all try for that. We all try for perfection.
Yeah, and the players totally trust Dave Roberts.
Yeah.
And it's not only what Dave Roberts says, his presence in the room speaks volumes, but it's those private conversations that the players are having amongst each other.
Yeah.
And they police each other in that clubhouse, which is an extension of Dave Roberts. It all works together. That's why he's really at the center of it and so important.
What do you think the guys are talking about?
They're talking about right now, they're talking about really having a great time and all that. But I can guarantee you, there's been conversations like, what about next year? How about we keep Teoscar next year?
Yeah.
How about we sign Walker Buehler again next year? Those things are already being talked about.
And
Walker Buehler.
Yes. How about that?
2017, right?
It's amazing the players that this organization has and where they go to find them to come up to the big leagues. Steve knows this as well as anyone. The Dodgers have one of the top scouting organizations in all of baseball, maybe in all of sports. They go to the ends of the earth to find those guys that have that one or two qualities that other people don't have, and they bring them here and they let them produce.
And they were one of the first to do that too,
Yes,
right? To go and set up camps.
And not only the camps that you had mentioned before, Pat, but there's also a tremendous academy the Dodgers have in the Dominican Republic.
Yes.
Which is really a haven for great shortstops across the Major League Baseball and other positions as well. But they find them in every corner of the world. Now we've been expanded to Japan with the two great pitchers we have, and it's just something that's now a global sport.
And it will continue to be, I'm sure.
Sure will. Sure will.
For years to come.
Yeah.
You know, when you talk about Walker Buehler, I mean, he was a starter and then he ended up being a closer.
Well,
That's
he
amazing.
wanted to do whatever it was that helped the team. Being a starter, sure, but he also knew that he could help at the other end of the pitching rotation by finishing. And a lot of times, guys would rather finish than start.
Yeah, you know, a little inside story about that. Just like what Orel Hershiser did in 1988 when he came out of the pen to beat the New York Mets, Walker Buehler ran down there to the bullpen without anybody knowing, and told told Pryor down there in the bullpen, I'm ready to lock down that last inning if you need me. That was all on his own, and he certainly did get the job done.
And he stepped up to the plate, that's for sure.
Yes, he did.
I also want to give a shout out to Clayton. I mean, Clayton joined the team in 2008, so I think he's the longest serving Dodger right now.
There are a lot of his teammates, a lot of his teammates are really looking up to him because he's the elder statesman. He's gone through a lot. They trust Clayton Kershaw in anything that he says about what to do, but more importantly, what not to do.
Yeah.
Well, we can hear the crowd behind us at Dodger Stadium as the players are making their way on the parade route. And to find out more excitement on the street, we're going to go back to Rudabeh and Jamie.
We're at the party, Pat. It's a party here.
It is a party.
Are you guys happy? Are you having fun? How good was today? Amazing. There's confetti everywhere. There's streamers. The music is bumping. Thousands of people. Thousands of people. Hello.
It's one of those things. We watch the buses leave. We watch the mayor get on her way. Then the party atmosphere is just cranked up, hasn't it? We've got, yeah, it does. Playing beats. So even if people don't want to make their way to Dodger Stadium, they're going to keep partying here for a while. I don't think this is going to clear out for quite some time.
No, and you were mentioning earlier, just off camera, how well organized this actually has been.
Yeah.
It's been very successful, well organized in a short amount of time.
Well, you think about the fact they didn't know, would today be a Game 6? Would today be a parade? You know, no one had any idea. Obviously, City Hall went into action when it comes to law enforcement, the barrier. You know, this takes a lot of coordination, a lot.
To say the least.
To say that, you know, hundreds of thousands of people, get the metro system up and running, get people here, get the porta potties in place. I mean, it's the little things sometimes, and everything from what we can tell has gone off just so smoothly and been just such a good time.
And it's a party.
Look at this.
At Cornflakes.
Fernando, come
What
on
do you
over.
'84 cornflakes.
How's the day been?
So it was right after the first World Series he was in. Here in '81.
You've kept this whole time?
Yes.
And you know, today's his birthday. It's extra special, right?
Yes. So after this, we're going to go to Boyle Heights where they're painting that mural of him. Nice. And Sunday, they're going to have a ceremony at 12, so you're all welcome.
You think he's watching over all of
it? Oh, yeah. Then I don't think. I know. Today's All Saints Day, too, right? And the whole bit. So he's watching.
Where are you from, sir?
From LA, right here. We grew up about 5 blocks down there to the west.
How long have you been a Dodger fan?
All my life. I was born in April 5th, '62. The Dodger Stadium was April 10, 1962. So they say they named me after Vince Scully.
Oh, nice.
You know, Vince Scully's name is Vincent Edward Scully. Mine is Vincent Edward Rodriguez.
Enjoy. Thank you for showing off your flair there.
I want to go ahead. You guys have been out here since, what, 5 this morning?
Well, almost. A little bit before, a little after that, but we've been here and it was well worth it. You know, we missed 2020 and we basically get a parade for both of those world championships, and it's more than worth it.
Can you believe the party atmosphere?
It's awesome. We just soak it in. Soak it in, world champions.
It has been so fun.
What was your favorite part of the parade today?
Oh, beautiful, seeing all the buses come in. I just made it in time. Got off of the subway, came up here, made it all the way to almost to the front, and got to see everything. It was beautiful.
How hard was it to get in?
Oh, on the Metro it was easy, but walking in is the hard part.
We're going to find that out. Thank you all for your time. Go Dodgers! I'm going to hand it back to you.
Oh my gosh, ladies, that was incredible. Love to see Fernando on the cornflakes box, and that gentleman was lucky enough to have it and to bring it here today. And we're going to take another quick break. We'll be back from Dodger Stadium and along the parade route in just a few moments.
Put down the top, crank up the Beach Boys, baby. Don't let the music stop. We gon' ride it till we just can't ride it no more. We gon' ride it till we just can't ride it no more.
Well, I don't think there's any doubt we love LA. I mean,
yes, we do.
Looking at
only she can sing. Yes, yes,
no,
she
but
does.
looking at all these wonderful people on the street, and our superfan Amber Lee is down there in that crowd in Grant Park. And Amber, I can just imagine. I have goosebumps all the way here at Dodger Stadium, and we think there's going to be a fabulous celebration here. But wow, what are you experiencing there?
I'm going to say for days, for months, forever. Look at our fans. Look at why we are here. All right, I'm here with Rebecca, who came from Orange County, Santa Ana. What time did you get here?
8 o'clock this morning.
And what time, how close did you get to the parade?
Not even close. Not even close to being close. But you know what? It was worth it to be here today.
Did you see any glimmer of the bus?
A little bit, but you know what? It was worth it to be a Dodger fan all day, every day.
Let's go, Dodgers! Who did you want to see on the bus? Who did you want to see on the bus? All right, you know what? This is the closest I'll ever get to a World Series trophy. So I'm just going to play with it right now. But, and also, you know, kind of take pictures with it. But tell me who you wanted to see on the bus today.
Everybody. Shohei, Freddie, everybody. Fernando, he left, but
Was it worth coming today, or if you had to get off work or whatever, was it worth it today?
it was worth it. It was worth it.
All right. Pat and Jim, I mean, I don't think I need to say anymore. The party continues here in our city, the city that we love, because we all bleed blue, and we are all Dodgers. Look at this, young, old. Did you have school today? Did he have school?
My son Levi.
Did you have school today?
No.
Oh.
No school. School's out today.
School's out. And it doesn't matter. Young and old, everybody was out here rooting for our Dodgers. I'm sending it back to you, Pat and Jim.
And each and every one of these players just being overcome in the
You know what, Amber, what I love to see, and I think what we all love to see, when we think about that last parade 36 years ago, look at the generations, you know? You've got the little kids, obviously, who weren't born, and some that may have been born, but they've grown up to love the Dodgers, you know, like everyone else over the years. That's just amazing. I was telling you guys, when I was a kid growing up in Detroit, I love my Tigers, obviously, but I knew about the Dodgers and the Yankees because that's what we watched on television all the time. So I've been a fan forever.
Yeah. That's what sports is really all about. But I was watching the feed, and I was looking and watching, and then I saw one person that has been to more championship parades than anyone. One Irvin Johnson Jr., Magic,
right?
Part owner of the Dodgers, and of course what he did when he was with the Lakers.
No question about that. We could really talk about Magic and what he's done and being with this team and the Guggenheim Partners. Remember, you know, we've gone through some stretches. We've gone through the McCourt years.
Yeah.
And now here we are, and this has been a winning franchise.
The ownership here is fan-friendly. They want to do everything they can to make the fans happy, to make them comfortable, to give them a winning team on the field. And you don't find that in a lot of places. And a lot of places there are, we just want to get them in there so we can make our money. Not here at Dodger Stadium. And Steve, you know that better as well as anyone.
And Jim, it seems to me that this is a great example of when you're all in.
Yes.
The Dodgers did everything they could to get Shohei Ohtani here, to get Mookie Betts here, and to really get a solid team, number one. But look what they've done, not only aesthetically with the stadium, but outside the stadium with the situation out in center field now. It's almost a great museum out there of the history of the stadium. So they've done a great thing overall, not just with the team, but everything else involved.
And you know, they go back many years. I mean, at first they were the Brooklyn Dodgers, you know. Yep. I know we're not necessarily here to give a history lesson, but while we're talking, we know that happened. And then the O'Malley family purchased the Dodgers.
But you know what, Pat? That's one of the great things about this sport. History. It teaches us. It teaches our young people. Our young people are going to teach their young people. That's what's going to make baseball just as great a sport as it is, as great as a history thing that it is, forever.
Yeah. And I tell you what, I think I could bet on this, that they moved from Brooklyn to Los Angeles. I doubt very seriously if they'll leave Los Angeles.
No, and there's so much goodwill built into that. Yeah. You know, in that history lesson, we're going to talk about that a bit. The Giants also came from New York, and there was just a slight difference between the Giants and the Dodgers. Actually, flipping cities. The Dodgers almost went to San Francisco, and the Giants very nearly came here to Los Angeles. Thank God it didn't happen that
way. Indeed. I love to see those guys. They've got their shirts off, and I guess
that's another different thing I'm seeing today. People able to go out there and take their shirts off during the parade.
Okay, so that's something that you didn't do.
No. We couldn't do that. But
are you sure? Because we will go in the archives.
One thing we know, we didn't want Tommy taking his shirt off. That was a no-no, right?
Yeah, the great Tommy Lasorda. Boy, what a day this would have been for him.
Tommy would bring tears to everyone's eyes with his emotional speeches. Steve knows that as well as anyone. Yes. But the other thing you didn't want to do with Tommy, you didn't want to invite him over to dinner.
No, that was a long night with Tommy Lasorda. So many stories about him, but you know, Tommy was the kind of guy that would never rip you in the press.
Right.
He if he had something to say to you, he would take you in his room and rip you really bad, but he did it on his own, and nobody else knew about it. And then it was done. He gave you a kiss on the cheek, and he said, "Okay, let's eat." It was over, and that's where he buried it. Sure. He's done that to me a few times. Yeah.
Get you a couple of free tickets to go see Frank Sinatra too.
That's right. How about that?
Yeah. But also talk about a warm-hearted guy. I remember going on a fishing trip with Tommy Lasorda and some of the Dodgers, and it was for school children who really had never been out of their neighborhoods before. I will never forget it. It was so memorable, and just how warm he was with those children.
Yeah, he loved kids, and Tommy was a way of connecting people. He would meet somebody one time, and 20 years later, remember their name.
Yes.
It was incredible, Jim. Jim. I'm sure you saw him do that, and that's one thing that people from the past like Tommy connect to people that are out here today enjoying it. They've got the same memories of a guy like Tommy Lasorda.
No question.
And a lot of other things about Tommy is whenever he would go out to argue a call, the umpires knew him so well. They liked him so much. There was so much respect for him that sometimes they would say, Tommy, please, just go back and sit down. We'll get it right the next time. Please, Tommy. That's the respect he had from umpires.
True.
Yeah.
But that helped to make the Dodgers what they are.
Yes.
That
There's no doubt.
franchise.
There's no doubt.
As long he was with the Dodgers for many years, Tommy was.
Yeah. And you can see this team in as much as they're great. And, I bet you hear the Yankees players talk about marveling how good and talented the Dodgers team is. This team is so not satisfied. I mean, they want to think about winning that thing several years in the future. And you know how hard it is to win a world championship, Jim.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to have a lot of factors come into play. You got to be great. Stalwarts have to have their great years. You got to stay injury-free pretty much. And you got to have some luck. Believe it or not, the luck factor matters.
And the will factor for them to get back to the World Series again is right there. And you know what? They'll probably start getting prepared tomorrow.
Probably.
They'll
those conversations are being had in the front office right now.
They're very hungry.
Yes, they are.
Well, how do you, because you talk about injuries, and there were quite a few injuries going into this World Series. So, how does that come into play? I mean, how do you not convince, but the players are pretty well conditioned anyway. But we can think of what could happen. I mean, Shohei, for goodness sakes, did he throw out his shoulder?
So there are a lot of players who are on the bench for the Dodgers that would be starters for other teams.
Yes.
That's how strong this team is. And the Dodgers will keep that momentum going over and over again, because when one person gets hurt, the next person that steps up fills his position.
And, the Dodgers have a laundry list of just pitchers right now that could be a whole starting crew for another team. That's how many injured players they have that are just pitchers, both relievers and starters. So you can imagine getting some of those guys back, projecting out when their return dates would be, and they got to factor that into what next year's team is going to be. Maybe using some guys as bargaining chips for other players, but they're stacked with talent.
And that was the bullpen had so much to do with winning this World Series.
Absolutely.
So they were definitely prepared. There's no question about that.
When the game came getting past the starters for both teams, it was lights out, because the Yankee bullpen could not even compare with the Dodger bullpen. When it came to that point, it was over.
Didn't stand a chance, that's for sure.
Okay, well, gentlemen, we will continue our discussion, but we have to pay for this, so we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back. Okay, as we've been telling you all morning long, we have a fantastic team for you, probably more than anybody this morning. So with that, we're going to go down to Jamie, and Rudabay.
Hello! It's time to party! Woo!
We are having such a good time down here at Grant Park. The crowd, it's funny, it's like half the crowd is starting to leave and the other half just wants to stay and have a good time.
They're feeling the vibes, they're enjoying this. It's still such a celebration. I love it.
And as you got to see, as the players ended up pulling out,
the players went by, they had their families, it was awesome. They were, recording the crowd too, so you could tell that they were really enjoying the moment. And then, of course, the training staff, the assistant coaches, everybody was there. It was so great.
Yeah, it is such a good time. I can only imagine what Dodger Stadium is going to be like with surprise ceremonies. I'm sure all kinds of surprise guests.
As I said earlier today, I don't want to be the guy in charge of muting people, on delay. Can you imagine some of those players?
It's still early. Hey, man.
Hell yeah! Dodgers won the World Series! We going back to back!
2025. Before we let you go, Mandy, can you step in here? Get in here. I know she's.
It's Fernando Valenzuela's birthday today. It's also our amazing producer and booker, Mandy's birthday.
Hey, Mandy, we threw you a party. It's the best birthday party I've ever had.
You didn't even know you were working today.
Well, that is the vibe down here. I think it's just so much. It's been such a great morning. We want to get back to Pat and the crew out there, because everybody has started making their way down that parade route. They're coming for you, Pat.
Well, you know what? You guys are having so much fun. I almost wish we could take SkyCal and come down there and join you where you are. But we're about to have a big party getting started behind us because the stadium is certainly filling up. And I can imagine that a lot of people will be coming from the parade route, ending up in Dodger Stadium. So that's what, like 56,000 strong.
Yeah, and there are going to be a lot of people,
folks here.
A lot of people are going to be standing out in the parking lots too, because this place is going to be full.
There's no question about that. But we're going to give you some more flavor of what's happening on the street, and our Jasmine Veal is in the middle of it all as well on the parade route. Hey, Jazz.
Pat, it is crazy. The parade may be over, but right now it is a party in the street. Look at this crowd. They're refusing to leave here at Grand and 4th. It is a party. We still had confetti. We had confetti flying through the air. We had a shirtless Kike. We had them chanting MVP, MVP as Freddie passed. It is crazy. They are refusing to clear out. They don't want to leave. What a moment. What a moment for these Dodger fans, right? This is 13-year-old Maximilian. You are like a Dodger historian. Who won in 1976?
The Cincinnati Reds!
Who won in 1981?
The Los Angeles Dodgers!
Maximilian, he is amazing. I see Mr. Cartoon's mask in the background. This mask, it was worn by some of the players when the Dodgers beat the Mets to make it to the World Series. What does it mean to be here?
Shit means, who's champions? Dodgers!
Okay, Maximilian, what was your favorite moment of the parade?
To see the players, man. We were just playing Dodger Stadium, and the crowd here.
Yeah! And they're playing. They're not like us. I hear you rocking up. What did it mean to be here for the parade?
They not like us, baby.
I'm gonna give this back. Look at this. We are all blinged out. We have the merchandise. What does it mean to be here?
It means everything. I called off just to be here.
As did a lot of people. As did a lot of kids. I saw some people crying. There was confetti. What did it mean to see that and the players? Who did you love waving to the most?
Freddie! Give it to Freddie! Bring it home, yeah! Woo! MVP! MVP!
That's what they were chanting.
MVP!
Confetti that's still flying in the background. This is a moment that you probably won't forget.
It's unbelievable seeing all this from the first time. My voice is gone right now from yelling, screaming. Go Dodgers!
There we go. We could give this to you for hours. I mean, I want to show you. This crowd is massive still, massive. And the parade passed minutes ago. So they just want to be here, celebrate together. People from Houston. We have people who drove through the night from Sacramento, from the Central Coast, from the IE, all over. These Dodger fans uniting together here to see their favorite players. So much love. I mean, you could see how what this come from behind victory means to them, right? I mean, against the bitter rivals, the Yankees. So thanks for hanging out here on KCAL News, right? This is classic. This is classic. Tell me about this.
I got it when I was a kid. Waited my whole life for this parade. We finally got one. We're here. Get used to it. There's more to come.
What did it mean here to see your guys, your players?
I've been coming here since birth. Opening day, every year I've been here. My birthday's April 1st, so this is meaningful to me.
Thank you. It is pretty amazing. The flags. I mean, I saw one woman decked out head to toe in jewels. It was her Elton John Halloween costume that she transformed into a Dodger jersey full of sparkles. Look at it. Look, and you're remembering, who is this? Who is this that you're remembering?
My grandfather passed away 3 days ago, and I made him a promise. I said, Grandpa, I'll bring you to the parade, and I kept that promise. And he told me the Dodgers were going to win, and I know him and Fernando and everybody up there did it for him. Let's go, Dodgers!
And for Grandpa. Anything you guys want to say? Who did the most?
We love seeing Mookie, and then my mom loves seeing Kiki Hernandez because that's our boyfriend.
Tell me about this.
2020 right here, 1959, 2024, 2025 next year.
Those are quite the rings. Those are quite the rings, Pat. I'm going to send it back to you. I'm hoping to get you some of this bling out here. Those rings are massive. I'll send it back to you.
I love Ohtani. I love every single player that's ever played. But what Fernando Valenzuela did for this
Wow, look at those rings. You know what? Behind us is the great actor Edward James Olmos. And before that, we heard from the Mariachis Las Catrinas. There's a big reason for that. This team is so very important to the Latino community. And of course, Fernando had a lot to do with that. But let's talk about where we are. We're in Elysian Park. This neighborhood itself has so much love for the Dodgers over the years.
Yeah.
You know that yourself,
No question.
Here.
And when I first came here, it was right in the middle of Fernando Mania. And, you know, from the times that I've been down here in L.A. before in the past, it was nothing like what Fernando had done to this community. Really galvanized the whole Mexican-American community, especially in this area, and just shot the information, or excuse me, the organization forward in a way that nobody's really ever seen before.
And it affected every other team in Major League Baseball.
It did indeed. You're right.
My question for you now is, as close as these guys are right now to coming into the ballpark, what were your feelings, the 2 championships that you had here, what were your feelings the closer you got to coming through those gates and hearing all this noise for you?
Jim, it's a great question because you do it every day during the season. You're coming to the ballpark. It just gets to be kind of a rudimentary thing every single day. But when you come here in a parade, it's a whole different thing. It's just about having a great time with the fans, and it's just like magic. So, yeah, it's something very special.
Well, I noticed that you said that you were on floats as opposed to buses, so there's a more of an open feeling.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's a difference too because of the times.
It was almost like a more intimate nature because you were such the proximity with the fans is very, very close. And but today, because of safety reasons and whatnot, we have this. But still, it doesn't diminish anything. It's still a great celebration of the best team in the world.
You know, there was one other thing that we've been talking about, like where we are, and talking about Fernando Mania. And Fernando Valenzuela was a once-in-a-lifetime player for all of us. There'll never be another Fernando Mania for us. And when we think about this, how about we just share with you our thoughts in this very special piece on Fernando Mania.
3-0 to Lee Mazzilli. Fastball popped in the air, foul. Garvey, I think, has a play. And Fernando has his 5th shutout. Unbelievable.
Not many athletes have burst onto the scene like Fernando Valenzuela. The lefty from a small town in Mexico became a sensation at Chavez Ravine with an introduction that captivated the world of baseball and beyond. Valenzuela got the start on opening day in 1981 after Jerry Royce was injured the day before, and he made the most of his opportunity, throwing a shutout in his first major league start. And that was just the beginning. Fernando won his first 8 starts, going 9 innings each, including 5 shutouts. He combined success with a flamboyant style that spurred Fernando Mania and helped establish a bond between the Dodgers and the Latino community.
No words to express what's going on here. The sound of a cheering crowd tells it all. The Fernando Valenzuela magic is alive and well.
And his reach went all the way to the White House.
The most powerful men in the country, President Reagan, Vice President Bush, they were in line waiting for this kid from Mexico, no English, a little bit chubby, long hair, waiting for him to sign them a baseball. That was, my goodness, unbelievable. That could happen only in this country.
Valenzuela finished the strike-shortened season with a 13-7 record, a 2.48 earned run average, and National League best 180 strikeouts, becoming the first pitcher ever to win the Rookie of the Year and the Cy Young Award in the same year, and earning the nickname El Toro. He carried that success into the postseason, going the distance in Game 3 of the World Series as the Dodgers went on to beat the Yankees in 6 games for their first championship in 16 years. Fernando went on to make the All-Star game in 6 straight seasons from 1981 to 1986, finishing in the top 5 of Cy Young voting 3 more times. Valenzuela was part of the 1988 World Series winning team, but injuries would limit him. However, on June 29, 1990, he would provide one more taste of Fernando Mania.
Fernando ready, and the strike 2 pitch is hit back to the box, dribbling to second. Samuel on the bag, close to first, double play. Fernando Valenzuela has pitched a no-hitter. If you have a sombrero, throw it to the sky.
Valenzuela would pitch for 5 more teams before retiring after the 1997 season and returning to the Dodgers as a broadcaster in 2003. While the organization did not issue his number 34 as a sign of respect, Valenzuela's jersey wasn't officially retired until 2023, when he joined Jim Gilliam as the only non-Hall of Famers to receive the honor.
I never think that I was going to retire the number, but make me a little bit surprised, but make me happy.
Fernando Mania was a sensation that had never been seen before, and Fernando Valenzuela is a man that no one will ever forget.
Oh, that was a great piece on Fernando Valenzuela, which would have been his 64th birthday today. And Jim, we were just talking, he did go to play for some other teams before he came back here to work in broadcast for the Dodgers.
And Fernando understood, like Steve Sachs knows, Fernando understood the business of baseball. And the business of baseball is, it doesn't make any difference how big a name you are. If the team can get something for you by a trade or something, then they will. He accepted that. That's what made him even a bigger person, because he knew the game of baseball and he knew that he was popular really all over the world.
Yeah.
But he was a man of grace.
He certainly was. And Jim, you know, by going down there and seeing his home,
yes,
the humble beginnings that Fernando came through, and how his family with all the siblings would never ever let you get to be too big, if you will. Fernando was such a humble person, and that's one of the things I really admire about him. And also, if this is fate that just turns a certain way, today is also in the Mexican nation.
Yes.
Today is El Dia de los Muertos, which is the celebration of people that have passed.
That's right.
And on Fernando's birthday and him just passing, it's so fitting to have it happen.
And we are also honoring Fernando today. And you know what? If you can hear all of the cheers behind us, that means that the players are getting closer to Dodger Stadium. They're almost here. We're getting more excited too. But you know, going back to talk about Fernando Valenzuela and what he meant to this team, you know, to me, it's pretty rare to have someone, and I know he just passed, but his legacy is going to live on.
He's a man. I saw Fernando the first day he came into the organization. As far as for other guys to meet him, it was in the Arizona Instruction League at 79. Hair down to the middle of his back. Hitting balls way in the top of the backstop in the front, the cutout of the green in front home plate. But he certainly molded that into something very special. And learning that screwball was a big part of it.
That's right. And when we first met Fernando and got to know him and appreciate him, you know, Fernando had a little con in him. He was a little con artist on the field, on the mound now. All that innocence which he had.
And knew more English than he let on.
Oh, I'm telling you, absolutely. He could hear everything and understand everything that everyone said about him. But he knew how to, as we say, play it. And he played it to the hilt.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, see?
Oh, there they go.
All right. Some people are going to start reverting back to Saturday night. There we go.
I wonder who that would be. You know, we just love that they've got so much excitement going on here at the stadium. So many different things. Musicians from all over the country, from all different genres. And that's pretty important.
It is, because that's what this sport does. It appeals to everyone, no matter what you do or where you come from. Everyone, just about everyone, has had a stick in their hands at some time in their life, thinking they were Major League Baseball players.
No question, right?
Yeah.
So you know what? We were talking about the return on the investment for the Dodgers.
Yes.
Will everybody be back next year?
I mean, that's hard to say. We got, I don't know exact contract status on a lot of them, but some are free agents, some are just entering into the possibility of going to arbitration. So I would expect that Dodgers would try to go out and retain as many as they possibly can. Remember, they got some expensive players to look at, and you rightly mentioned Teoscar Hernandez is one of those players.
Free agency, right?
Yeah, and then there's Shohei.
And that contract is there. Mookie Betts is a huge contract as well, right?
The Dodgers are a step or two, maybe even 5 steps ahead of. Remember the way the Yankees used to be? George Steinbrenner, who owned the Yankees, would always pay a lot of money, pay more money to have the very best players that he could. That's what started the Yankee dynasty. The Dodgers are doing the same thing right now, and then some.
You know what? And this is interesting because the talk has always been we should have done that a long time ago.
Exactly.
That's true. And
right? That's true.
Money's a great thing, but it doesn't always provide you with a championship. And that's what I admire about the Dodgers. Sometimes it's harder to run a team or manage a team when the expectations are so high. The Dodgers have killer instinct on their team. Yeah, they pay a lot of money, but the players really want it.
And the players know their position and they know what their spot is on that team under Dave Roberts.
Let's talk about the impact then of Shohei Ohtani. While we're talking about money, while we're talking about Dodgers players and what they bring to the team, right?
Right. Well, you're talking about Shohei. That's box office right there. He is going to bring in a lot of extra people to watch him who want to pull for him, and he's going to perform and succeed on the mound.
A lot of people are talking about the amount of money they paid him. I've been hearing that Dodgers have made back a lot of that money already, just on the the heels of the jerseys and all the paraphernalia, memorabilia and whatnot. So I think this is a wonderful, wonderful thing. But remember, next year we get Ohtani squared because we're going to see him pitch and we're going to see him hit. So this is going to be a great thing.
A phenomenal player, multi-talented, and but don't take our word for it. We're going to hear more about Shohei Ohtani, our $700 million player, what he's done for the Dodgers, and what we hope that he will do next. Here's Udabei Shabazzi.
It's the Hollywood ending Shohei Ohtani deserved after his first season with the Blue Crew, and it's been nothing short of heroic. Before making a move to Major League Baseball in 2018, Ohtani was already a sensation in Japan, and he stunned fans with his rare two-way power as a pitcher and a hitter.
Shohei sends a ball out to deep right field.
Ohtani spent his first 6 seasons with the Los Angeles Angels. He didn't reach October baseball once.
Shohei Ohtani is a Los Angeles Dodger.
That all changed, though, when he became a free agent and made the move 30 miles north. With a record-breaking 10-year, $700 million contract, the Dodgers and Ohtani made it official last December. And they got a little help from another LA legend. The late Kobe Bryant helped seal the deal with a secret video he recorded in 2017. A message for Ohtani saying there's no better place to win than Los Angeles.
One thing that really stands out in my head is when I had the meeting with the Dodgers, the ownership group, they said when they look back at the last 10 years, even though they made the playoffs every single year, one World Series ring, they considered that a failure. And when I heard that, I knew that they were all about winning, and that's exactly how I feel.
But even before the season would begin, it took an unexpected turn when it was revealed that his best friend and interpreter had stolen millions from him in a gambling scandal. He was left shocked by the betrayal, but none of this would diminish his presence on the field. He went on to make his mark with a season that will be remembered as one of the greatest in baseball history, smashing record after record.
Here's a 2-1. There's a drive. It's a bullet. Was there any doubt? Shohei Ohtani.
He is the only player to reach 50 home runs and 50 stolen bases in a single season.
On a 1-2, Ohtani sends one in the air. The other way. Back it goes. Goal!
did it with the greatest single game performance ever, going 6 for 6 with 3 homers, 2 stolen bases, and 10 RBIs against the Marlins. By now, Ohtani had just about every accomplishment an MLB player could want, besides one, a World Series. Now he finally has his first championship, and with Ohtani back on the mound next year, the show goes on.
The Dodgers take down the Yankees, this highly anticipated World
Okay, I don't know if you can hear behind us, but boy, this place at Dodger Stadium is going absolutely crazy because the players are at the gates and we are about to begin our program. Our masters of ceremony for this celebration will be Steven Nelson and Joe Davis. Talk about make some noise. They are. Can you hear this guy?
Hey, they asked me, what's the loudest stadium you've ever heard? Well, this might top it right here. This is blaring right now.
My question to you, take you back to your 2 times here. What was it like moments before you came onto the field and heard all these all this crowd?
You know, it's kind of a weird thing because you're used to the crowd. You're used to other people's stadiums and whatnot. But when you come out and have this kind of a celebration because what was at stake and what you accomplished, it's such a humbling feeling to come into this arena like this. So they're going to be feeling that.
Oh, there's that music. There's the organ. Let's go Dodgers. Is that what they played for you when you were here?
They did. And this is an offshoot of Helen Dell, who used to play this all the time, right?
Yep.
The organist from past.
Yes.
She used to play that all the time. And so we're used to that one.
I sang with her, believe it or not.
You what?
I sang with her, believe it or not.
Yes.
Right down there. God bless America.
Yeah. Great. I told you we got to pull that up. We're going to pull that up now and listen to you.
I forgot what year that was. It was in the 2000s.
Steve, are you getting a little emotional yourself?
You know what? I was kind of tired because it was a really early morning when I got up. And now going through this and kind of bringing back memories, I don't feel tired at all. I'm jacked. I mean, I feel great about this. It is an amazing, it is a bit of an emotional thing.
When you were getting off the buses to walk through the center field gates, what was that moment like?
It was incredible. I mean, just being in the moment like that, with what you've accomplished, hey, you're part of the best team in the world. There's no more than that. And it's just really kind of an emotional thing.
Once you're a Dodger, always a Dodger.
Oh, no question. I mean, I played with a couple of other organizations, but once you've been in this organization and been through the World Championships and forged so many great relationships with people, you'll always be a big part of your life. No question.
I was going to say, to be here at a moment like this, and to witness these other players, where you were also in that same position 36 years ago, that's got to be awesome.
Man, here's another thing. I come to Dodger Stadium, periodically. I live up north. I come down here for different events. A lot of the same people still work at Dodger Stadium as when I played. And it's just like you're going back in time.
Really?
Yes, it's
you
great.
see some of the same people?
I see James Mims, who runs the escalators up and down. I see Richard, who runs all the security down in the field for Dodger Stadium. The same people work in the front desk. It's a crazy good thing.
But how cool that you remember people like that.
Oh, yeah, of course.
That says a lot about you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Seriously. I love it. Love coming here.
And on the scoreboard right now, you see the fans that are in the stands. The music is getting louder. You know what that means, don't you?
That's right. They're right around the corner. They're going to be coming in.
Well, just think. We were here before the sun came up.
Yes.
This stadium was empty, just a few people, and now it looks like it's full to capacity now. So that's got to be, 50,000 people at least.
There's 50,000 people here, I believe. And when the players come in, this place is going to come unglued. It's going to shake.
It's going to rock and roll.
That's right.
No question. And we just saw the chopper flying overhead.
Yeah.
There's a lot of security out here. There's no question about that.
The players, how, they're famous. They play for the LA Dodgers. Now they're super famous.
Yes.
Because they're going to be known all over the world, not just the United States of America. So
that's what the Dodgers mean to not only sports, but what it means globally, as Steve was just talking about. It goes all the way back to what the Dodgers were the first to do. The first Jackie Robinson, the first this, the first that, all of those
back
things.
In the 1940s,
That is absolutely correct. So when you're the first to do something and you're successful at it, people appreciate it and they want more. And that's why they're saying, let's go Dodgers.
And you know what? That's why you see that blue hat all over the world.
Yes.
No matter where you are, you're going to see a Dodgers hat, right?
When I live up in Sacramento, I see lots of Dodger fans. The goodwill built into the team starting back in New York reaches from New York, eastward towards Europe, and now certainly with Shohei Ohtani and Yamamoto, what you're also having is a reach westward now for the team. So you're seeing this all over the globe for the Dodgers.
Let's talk about this for a moment. We just mentioned Mookie Betts. So we know Mookie won a ring in 2020. He won another in 2024. Steve, you won 2. The way they're going, he can set himself up for a handful, baby.
Well, it's going to be even more difficult because the other teams in Major League Baseball
are gunning.
That's right. They absolutely hate that the Dodgers win. I'm being mild. Steve can tell you, I'm not being mild when I say that. They hate it that the Dodgers. These teams right now sitting across the United States looking at this, they hate it.
Pat, I grew up a Giants fan up north. And I hated the Dodgers growing up, just like Jim said.
Rivalry.
But now, you know what? The other teams are going to gun for them, but Dodgers won't let that happen. They're too good.
Well, they got to spend a lot of money.
Yeah, they do.
All right. I mean, really, if you want to keep up with the guys on this team. But like you said, money doesn't always win championships.
They have that other element of unity, and that's where we were in '88. We didn't have the most talent. I can tell you that. We weren't the most talented team. We didn't have near the talent this team had. But we had unity, and that means so much when you're going for a world title.
Okay, guys, question for both of you then. We've heard people say this, but is this the best Dodger team ever?
Well, it's the most talented Dodger team I've ever seen. And I played on 2 other teams that won it. Not nearly as talented as this team is. That's the biggest component they got going for them.
I would say it's one of the 2 or 3 best Dodger teams I've ever seen. But the way the crowd is acting right now, and they're talking about y'all gonna make me lose my mind up in here, this may be the most talented team because they're bringing the crowd out like this.
And the guys are off the buses. They're walking in.
Something tells me Kike's going to come in with his shirt off.
Yeah, he may be one of the ones on the bus without his shirt on, that's for sure.
I think so.
I can't hear you, Dodger
I hope you can hear that at home. Incredible.
And also this, for a lot of people, it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to see something like this. But for Dodger fans, sometimes, it's multiple times that the championship has come to the Dodgers. But it makes the Dodgers fans even hungrier, and it makes the players hungrier, and it makes the organization a little more hungry, too.
Okay, well, guys, we're getting ready to start the show, so let's listen to Steven Nelson and Joe Davis.
Magnificent championship face. It's Steven Nelson. Let's go! LA, let's hear you! Wow! Wow! Joe, I got nothing. I was expecting something. I wasn't expecting this. LA, let me hear you! This feels like 36 years of waiting. And then an extra 4 years. Now you're celebrating right. But Joe, we ain't just celebrating a World Series championship. That's, let's remember we're celebrating a birthday today, too. Right here. Number 34 is up here celebrating this with us. So let's celebrate a world champion. Let's celebrate a cultural and baseball icon. Number 34, happy birthday, Fernando Valenzuela. Let's keep this party rolling. The president and CEO of the Don't You Walk Away, we're bringing you up first, Mr. Stan Kasten.
Thank you. Thank you, Joe. Thank you to everyone in this amazing crowd. Wow. First, I want to thank our mayor, our city council, all the elected officials who are here today for helping us put all of this together. Thank you so much. I know we have all waited a long time for this day. And I have to tell you, everyone behind me, every player, manager, coach, front office person, everyone in the business side, ticket sellers, sponsorship side, everyone in this organization has spent their lives waiting for this day. And they are appreciating a lifetime of anticipation today. But I want to talk about something else that I've learned in my time in LA. As many of you know, I don't sit a lot during games. I'm not in owner suites or the suites. I'm all over the place. Maybe it's nervous energy. Maybe it's just decades of habit, but I'm walking around everywhere, as a lot of you know, because I run into a lot of you every night. And it's important for me, because it's how I get to talk to so many of you, but more importantly, to listen to so many of you. Not everything I hear is great. Many things are. But I've learned one thing more important than anything else in my time. Every one of you cares just as much about being here today as everyone on this stage. Every one of you has waited for this day with as much anticipation as any of us involved with the organization, and all of us. Thank you for all of that. And it's not just the 4 million people that show up here year in and year out for generations. And it's not just the millions of more fans who watch us at home. It's not even just our fans across Los Angeles. It's all of our fans around the country. It's our fans in Mexico. It's our fans in the Dominican Republic. Our fans in Korea. Our fans in Japan. And everywhere else around the world, because it's your support that makes all of this possible. Without your support, we couldn't put the team on the field that we do. We couldn't keep this stadium as beautiful and as modern as we do. Without your support, we couldn't do the thousands of community events and appearances and speeches that we have done year in, year out. It's all because of your support. And we are here today to thank you for that. So from the bottom of our hearts, we thank you for your decades of support. Thank you all. Go Dodgers!
All right, let's keep the line moving.
One thing I know, guys, they're not like us. You guys wanted a parade? We got a parade. Thank you, guys. I want to thank you, fans. I want to thank you, players. I love every single one of you guys. And guys, let's get ready to run this thing back next year, too.
Hey, Los Angeles, are we live? I got a question for you all. What makes this team different from every other Dodger team? They said it, not me. Hey guys, 2020 Fan Fest, we got asked some really tough questions. And guess what? I said 2020 decade is gonna be the LA Dodger decade. And guess what? Who has more championships than us in the 2020s? Absolutely nobody. Absolutely nobody. Hey, where's Ice Cube? Ice Cube, where you at? Hey, Cube, give it up for Ice Cube, people. Ice Cube came out in game 2, and with his performance, we didn't even need to play the game. We had already won it. Then we go to New York, and this guy, he used to be fat. He's not fat anymore. His name is Joe. He came out and sang, and guess what? We didn't even need to play because after that performance, we had already won. We wanted a parade, and look at you guys. We got a parade. I love you, LA. I love everybody. And like Doc said, they're not like us, baby.
That had my back all year. What a special group. I don't have the same personality as Kike. He shut it down, but from the bottom of my heart, 3 months ago, when I came back after my son got sick, you guys showed out for my family and I. That was one of the greatest experiences I've ever had on the field. I was so touched. I did everything I could to get on this field for you guys. And I'm glad I did, because we got a championship now. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I can't wait to run this back next year. Let's go Dodgers!
All right, guys, before we get to a couple more players, thank you to ownership, Mark Walter, Magic Johnson, the GOAT, the Bowleys, the Pattons, all you guys, Smolensky, Billie Jean King, everybody, all you owners, and the architect of this ball club, this organization, President Andrew Friedman. Let's go, Andrew. Mookie, hold on, you're next. Andrew, come here, Andrew. Andrew Friedman.
How about these guys, right here? Unbelievable group of players. I got to tell you, we've been dreaming about this day for a long time, and it exceeded every expectation we could have possibly had. It was incredible. To Dodger Nation, the city of champions, this is for you guys. '20 was incredibly special, but it wasn't anything like this. To not be able to celebrate it with the greatest fans in the world left a little bit of an empty feeling. Immediately after winning, everyone was talking about this day, to celebrate it with the greatest fans in the world. This is for you guys. We love you. We love LA. Thank you. And now, the guy who's collected 2, and he wants a lot more, Mookie Betts.
When I became a Dodger, it was for, what, 12 or 13 years? It was a lot of years, and we got 2 so far. We got like 9 years left. I gotta get to at least 5 or 6, right? We gotta do this 5 or 6 times, right? Hey, I just want to thank each and every one of y'all for coming out and supporting us. And to my teammates, y'all don't know how much y'all mean to me, man. I love you guys. Hey, I got 3. I'm trying to fill this hand up, LA. Hey, now, I'm about to pass it off to, I think, the most even-keeled human being I've ever been around in my life, that carried us all the way to the World Series. Teoscar Hernandez, baby. I just want to say thank you. play this game. I play this game to win. And the Dodgers gave me the opportunity to come here so I can help this organization, this city, this team, these people win a championship. You guys made this dream come true. Thank you for making me a world champion. Thank you.
Hey, there's a guy that's been in a Dodger uniform more than anyone, certainly on this stage. We didn't get our parade in 2020. Let's give it up for the GOAT, Clayton Kershaw!
Oh man, I've waited for this day for a long time. I've waited to celebrate for a long time. I can't imagine being anywhere else right now. And I can't imagine doing it with a better group of guys than this group right here. I'm at a loss for words, man. I didn't have anything to do with this championship, but it feels like I have the best feeling in the world. To get to celebrate with you guys. Two-time champ and a lot more coming. Let's get on! I love you guys. Thank you. Dodgers for life.
There's a group of dogs that don't get any credit unless things go bad. They sit in left field. They sit in left field. There's a special group of guys led by Josh Bart, and we wouldn't have this championship without them. A guy in Game 5, he gave us everything we had. Give it up for the leader of the bullpen, Blake Treinen.
Hey, I'll be honest, this is the best feeling I've had on a baseball field. Not a better group of guys. I ain't much of a talker. I like to lead by actions. Everything we have is, man, by all of our hard work, everybody puts us in good positions to have success. These guys earned every bit of it. Our true leader in the bullpen is Daniel Hudson. So I kind of want him to come up here. He's got more of a thing. Come on, GOAT. Yeah, here's Daniel Hudson, guys. We're not here without him.
What's up, LA? Hey, I just want to say, I came back for this moment right here. Everybody on this stage is a world champion. Everybody in this stadium is a world champion. Everybody that bleeds Dodger blue is a world champion. Congratulations, LA. I love you guys. Hey, get the dogs up here. Who? I don't know who else.
Do it.
Should I say it? Should I say it, boys?
You have to.
Should I say it?
you have to. You have to. Hey, guys, this team, it has to do with a word that starts with the same letter as my last name. And we all stay this way, especially through the entire month of October. Should I? Do it! Do it! What a happiness!
All right. First off, we had the greatest of all time, Vin Scully. We had another legend, Dodger legend, number 34, Fernando Valenzuela. Happy birthday, Fernando. This is for you too. So this winner, ownership, Andrew, front office, we had a big goal in mind. That's to get the biggest fish of them all. I almost screwed it up. I'll tell you right now. Who was it? No, not Kiermaier. Not Kiermaier. Sorry. KK, I love you, but no, not you. Who wants to hear from Shohei Ohtani?
This is so special moment for me. And then I'm so honored to be here and to be part of this team. Congratulations, Los Angeles. Thank you, fans.
Thank you, Dodger fans!
Hey, we need to hear from Max Monson.
How awesome is this? Mook, get up here. Mook, what I tell you every time they walk show to get to you?
I got 400 too.
Get up here, baby. Get up here. How about this guy right here, Brett Honeywell? We wouldn't be here without this guy. Let's see it, honey. What you got? What you got for me?
Hey, I'll do anything championship here in Los Angeles. I can promise you that. Let's fucking go, let's go!
Best fans in the world, best stadium in the world, best city in the world. Unbelievable! We should have had this in 2020, but we're bringing it now. Man, y'all setting the city on fire right now.
All right, guys, we got two more. First, we made a trade at the deadline. We got this guy who played shortstop, center field. He did everything we asked. He was the NLCS MVP. Give it
guys. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Man, I've only been here for a couple months. Eli's already trying to grab the mic. But I just want to say thank you to all the Dodgers fans out there. You guys have welcomed me like one of your own, and I'm just so grateful to be part of this organization. Such a great group of guys. Love everybody here. Now we're World Series champs. Let's go, baby!
All right. This guy right here is the glue to our ball club. No one plays a better shortstop. He played hurt all year for us. I love this guy right here. Give it up for Mickey Rowe.
Hey, what's up, Los Angeles? Hey, I made my debut in 2014 here, and I got back to be a World Series champion. Let's fucking go!
Test, you guys got me. Test.
Now I got it.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, there we are. Yep. I got you, John. Yes. Yes, sir. Awesome work, Joe. We're good.
Show everybody what they want to see. We want to see this. Let's go!
That's awesome. Well done. Well done, Miggy. That was cool. That was cool. Everybody goes, do we want to see the Freddie dance?
Do the Freddie.
And everybody like, oh, that was cool.
Okay.
Test. I can hear myself now.
Even though I'm afraid what they might say that they still haven't said. So before I turn it over to Joe, I want all of you on the stage to hold on to this feeling. And I want all of you in the stands to always remember what it felt like to be part of the best damn baseball team in the world.
Play my theme music. Go ahead.
Randy. Kick it, Randy.
Rolling down Imperial Highway. The big nasty raining at my side. Santa Ana wind blowing hot. Roll down the window, put down the top. Crank up the Beach Boys, baby. Don't let the music stop. We go ride it till we just can't ride it no more. From the side to the valley, from the west side to the east side, everybody very happy, 'cause the sun is shining all the time. It's like another perfect day. I love LA. I love LA.
What a day here in Los Angeles. 36 years since the last parade.
What a fantastic celebration. This was a celebration for the ages, ladies and gentlemen. We heard from some of your favorite Dodgers fans, and wouldn't you know it, even Shohei Ohtani spoke a little bit of English today. That's just how awesome this celebration was. We're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, we're going to wrap up the day's celebrations and all the memorable moments for you. Keep it right here on KCAL and CBS Los Angeles.
Everybody very happy, 'cause the sun is shining all the time.
and get their thoughts on what they just witnessed. Hey, Darren.
Hey, what's going on, you guys? Listen, they're all coming out right now. Y'all have a good time. Hey, what was the most exciting part about that?
About this or about the whole World Series?
About this right here.
This right here, when everybody came out and everybody started cheering, and Freddie coming on, MVP, all those chants, it was amazing, man.
Yeah, Freddie.
Hey, Freddie. Hey, was it great, you guys?
It was awesome. It was awesome. Got to see something for our whole lives, you know, we've been waiting for. All the superstars, the electricity, all the fans. It was amazing. I got a little piece of ticker tape. I put it in my wallet. It was awesome.
You have it? Where's the ticker tape? Where's the ticker
It's
tape?
right here in my wallet.
You got it. You got a souvenir. Hey, what was the best part for you while he's getting the ticker tape?
Oh, everything. Just watching it. Waiting 36 years for this. I was at Game 1, saw Freddie slam.
There it is.
This and that. It's just been incredible. Waited so long. So happy to see it. It's been great.
All right, look, we have more fans coming out. Hey, we have a little one who didn't make it.
Hey,
he didn't make it?
No, he didn't make it.
It's all good. We're all champions. You guys have a good time?
Dodgers!
Hey, what was the best part for you?
Shohei talking English.
Shohei talking English. That was amazing.
Awesome, yeah.
That was awesome. Hey, did you guys like what Kike Hernandez had to say? Yeah! Hey, what do you want to tell me? Hey, listen, hey, take the mic. Tell people what you want to say. He's right there. Oh, he's so nervous. Did you have a good time?
Yeah.
You had a really good. What was your favorite part?
When Kike Hernandez said
Hernandez.
yeah.
Oh, when he was talking about Ice Cube and Fat Joe, or Joe, who's not fat anymore. Hey, listen, everybody's having a great time. Everybody's flowing out. We have some more people here. Hey, what's up? You guys have a good time?
Hey, Dodgers!
Woo!
Yeah!
Where are you guys traveling from?
We're traveling from Riverside, California.
Riverside.
Let's go!
Hey, who's the lucky one who got the tickets to get in here?
Right here,
right here.
MVP.
Listen, these tickets were so rare, so a lot of people having fun. So many more people. Come on in while I send it back to the studio. Hey, say back to you, Pat.
Back to you, Pat.
There you go.
Okay. Oh, thank you guys. That was just awesome. And we're going to have more when we come right back. Keep it right here.
Go down the window, put down the top, crank up the Beach Boys, baby. Don't let the music stop. We gonna ride it till we just can't.
You know what? There's a lot more to come.
Didn't you love Dave Roberts? How enthusiastic he was. How, I want to say loose. I mean, he was vibing. He was getting into it in the beginning.
Rapping.
Right?
Yeah.
He was out there with the Ice Cube.
Yeah.
But I just love to see all that joy from all that hard work.
Because there's a lot of it, and then Steve knows, throughout the course of a year, when you play that many games, there's a lot of built-up tension, there's a lot of built-up anxiety, there's a lot of built-up, sometimes, fear. Yeah. Because there's the fear of failing when you go out on the field. And now when you have accomplished what they have, boom, it just explodes.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's a great way to put it, Jim. There's so much pent up.
Yes.
And when you can finally say, I don't have to wake up tomorrow morning and go through all that.
Yeah.
I can just wake up and be a normal dude and have a great time with my family. That's what it's all about.
And we heard what Freddie Freeman had to say, you know,
Yes.
after going through his injuries and everything else. So that was just fantastic. And we're so glad that he got the opportunity to say that as well. And to thank all of the fans.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to him.
To thank all of the fans and to thank you, Pat. 35 años at KCAL.
Yeah, I just started when I was, 5 years old.
Exactly.
Of course, I'm kidding. But you know what? Just like everything, things do come to an end. I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about our celebration here.
Oh, we know that.
Right?
We know that.
But we're going to look forward to next year. And I know you always say this with caution, but yeah, we do want to run it back. So thanks for joining us. We're going to leave you with a few highlights from our big blue party from Dodger Stadium. Go Dodgers! Thanks, everybody.
Who wants a parade?
I'm trying to fill this hand up, LA. And the Dodgers gave me the opportunity to come here so I can help this organization, this city, this team, these people win a championship. You guys made this dream come true. Thank you for making me a world champion.
I didn't have anything to do with this championship, but it feels like I have the best feeling in the world. They get to celebrate with you guys. Two-time champ and a lot more coming. Let's get on!
We had the greatest of all time, Vin Scully. We had another legend, Dodger legend, number 34, Fernando Valenzuela. Happy birthday, Fernando. This is for you too.
I'm so honored to be here and to be part of this team. Congratulations, Los Angeles. Thank you, fans.
And I want all of you in the stands to always remember what it felt like to be part of the best damn baseball team in the world.